Good morning, students. Welcome in video lecture of electronic devices and circuits. We are discussing unit number 3, electronics amplifier. In previous video lecture, we discussed the topic as fundamentals of low noise and power amplifiers. That topic we are discussed in previous lecture. In that, we discussed the point low noise concept. Main point is the low noise. That means in any amplifier, how the noise is suppressed one. Or you can say that if the noise is inserted in that amplifier, then how the output will be disturbed one, right? And how the waveforms we are getting at the output side. That point we discussed one. And by considering the concept of suppressing the noise, that which parameters are considered for that particular suppressing the noise, that we are discussed one. That means by considering the no noise amplifiers, we can get the good output signal which we want to, you can say that, amplify one. That means what I want to say here, whenever we are applying the weak signal to that amplifier, right, by considering the low noise concept, we can get the noiseless amplification with having the increased strength of that weak signal at the output side. That we can get, and that thing we discussed about, right? And the parameters which are considered for that particular low noise amplification, that point is also we discussed one. That means apart from the regular specifications, additional specifications are also we discussed one, and the parameters which are considered for the general or ideal amplifier, that is also, again, apart from that is also we discussed in that particular previous lecture, right? Now moving towards the next topic, our today's topic is feedback amplifiers, right? That point, as per the syllabus, we are going to discuss one. And from that feedback amplifiers topic, we are going to discuss the point as the feedback concept. That point today we are going to discuss from the feedback amplifiers. That means today we are going to discuss the point as the feedback concept from the topic as the feedback amplifiers. Now, what exactly mean by the feedback concept? How it can be considered one, and in that feedback network or in that particular amplifier, how the feedback it is again inserted one, and how additional circuitries are involved in that particular feedback amplifiers, that we are going to discuss under the topic name as the feedback concept. Now here, see here, in feedback the output signal is connected to the input. What exactly mean by the feedback is that whatever we are getting the output signal, that again it is applied to the input. That means by considering the output signal and the input signal, right, again we are controlling that output signal by considering that particular, see here what I want to say here, we are applying the input signal to the amplifier and we are getting the desired output at the output side, but we have again we have to monitor that particular output signal, and accordingly that output signal and the applied input signal, we have to generate that particular output signal. For that reason, here output signal is again connected to that particular input signal, so that controlling devices and sampling or mixing devices and transfer amplifiers, they are again work out on that particular signal, and they will give the resulted output at the desired resulted output at the output side. That is the thing here. Okay. In amplifier, the characteristics of an amplifier can be modified by combining the portion of the output signal with the external signal. What exactly see here? The some sort of the portion of that output signal, it is again applied, or you can see that portion of that particular output signal is again applied to the input signal, input of that particular amplifier, so that by using the output signal and the external signal, again the characteristics of that particular amplifier can be modified. That here I want to see. The many advantages are to be gained from this use of this particular feedback concept, and here the negative feedback it is considered one. So by using the negative feedback, here we can get the many advantages of that particular amplifier, of that particular feedback concept. In the feedback circuit, the properties of amplifiers types, that means you can consider the amplifier types of the voltage, current, transconductance, and transresistance. These are our amplifiers, right? Classification of amplifiers. So here, these amplifiers properties are considered or included one, right? And each one of these circuits of the output voltage or the current by means of the suitable sampling network and apply this signal to the input through the feedback to port network. That means by considering these particular properties and related output from these particular amplifiers, and you can say that input signal we can get by using the sampling network, we can get the resulted, you can say that output signal by using the two-port feedback concept. Got this thing? This is the concept of this or introduction part of this particular feedback. You can say that concept. Now, figure shows the single loop feedback combination of amplifiers. See here the figure. At the input, the feedback signal is combined with the external source signal through a mixer network and is fed into the amplifier proper. Okay, is fed into the amplifier in a proper way. See here, this is our signal source which is giving the signal to this particular, you can say that amplifier. Here, whatever the output you are getting one through the sampling network, you are again considering some sort of the feedback network which is reverse transmission having the beta value that is connected to this particular, you can see that comparator or mixer network, and in this comparator and mixer network you are getting the signal source as well as this particular feedback signal, right, which is having the, you can see that some sort of the gain feedback with that particular having the voltage feedback as well as the current feedback. By using that concept, you are again inserted this particular feedback to this comparator, so that comparator it is adding the whatever the signal source giving the input signal and the output of that particular amplifier, right? So this is the thing. Now be careful, study this particular figure, because by using this particular figure we are going to discuss the what exactly mean by this all the blocks, right? So be careful while observing this particular figure. See here, this is included signal source, comparator or mixer network is there. This is the feedback network or reverse transmission having the beta amplifier. This dotted all it is considered under the feedback amplifier. Okay, this block is nothing but your basic amplifier with a forward transfer gain A. This is the sampling network, and after that whatever we are getting the output which is connected to the external load, that is the phi naught. Here we are getting it. So here this entire figure it is representation of the any single loop feedback connection around the basic amplifier. The transfer gain A maybe represents voltage gain, voltage current, transconductance, or you can see that resistance, right? So these all are considered in this particular feedback amplifier. Okay, Now, by considering this, we will move towards the next slide. Now, remember that particular block. First block is the signal source. As shown in that particular previous figure, the signal block is either a signal voltage Vs in series with the resistance Rs, that means Thevenin's representation, or it may be include the signal current having the current I in parallel with the resistance Rs, that is the Norton representation. That any kind of that particular, you can say that this signal source use the amplification concept, classification of amplifier, right? Now, next, feedback network. This block is usually a passive two-port network which contains the resistors, capacitors and inductors. Most often it is simply a resistive configuration. Most often it is a simply resistive configuration. Got this thing? So just I discussed here two blocks. One is the signal source, which is either voltage amplifier or current amplifier. That may be Thevenin's representation or Norton's representation. And second one is the feedback network, which is including the two-port network, which may be contain the resistor, capacitor, or inductor. Okay. Now next, sampling network. That means before the output, sampling network. See here, two sampling blocks are shown in figure. See here, this is the figure. In that, two sampling blocks are shown one. First one is the A and second one is the B, which is include the basic amplifier A and feedback network beta B. This is the voltage sampler, this is the current sampler. Okay, voltage it is parallel one and current it is series. That means this particular feedback it is taken with that particular across this particular output, or you can see that output of this basic amplifier. Here with the series of the basic amplifier, this particular feedback it is connected. That means in current you are connecting the in series with that particular feedback network. Now in this figure A, the output voltage is sampled by connecting the feedback network in shunt across the output. See here, in shunt, that means parallel across the output, just I said one. This type of a connection is referred as the voltage or node sampling. This is considered as the, see here, this type of a connection is referred to as a voltage or node sampling. Remember this thing, voltage or node sampling. Now second figure B, are you understanding this particular A figure? Here parallel connection it is done with this particular feedback network. Now second one is the, you can see that B figure. Now the figure B shows the feedback connection which is samples the output current. This samples the output current. In this feedback network, it is connected in series with the output. See, in series with this particular output, this feedback network it is connected one. This connection is referred to as the current or loop sampling. It is referred as the current or a loop sampling. Getting my point? So this is the all about the sampling network. Getting my point? Remember that. Now next one is the comparator or mixer. That means the after the source and source block. Remember that thing. Now figure shows two mixing blocks. See here again, two mixing blocks here. It is shown one, right? Here source you are connected one. Here you are considering the mixing. Here you are considering the amplifier. This A it is shown one. Next in B, here is the source. This is the mixer. This is the amplifier. And here in both circuit beta, that means feedback network. This is the beta feedback network. In A it is connected in series, and in B it is connected in a shunt. In that means series and parallel. Now figure A and B shows the sample and very common series, that means loop input, and shunt, that means node input connection respectively. Just I said that A shows the series input and B shows the shunt input, right? So these are connected in that particular with that particular mixer. Okay, a differential amplifier is also used as the mixer. In this mixer circuitry, here the differential amplifier is also used one. Now, such an amplifier has two inputs and gives an output proportional to the difference between the signals at the two inputs. See, which are two inputs? One is the source and another is the feedback. By considering this source and feedback, it generates the difference or proportional output because it is a comparator circuit. So, difference or a proportional output by considering the two inputs. Okay, in this also same, the source and the feedback, these are the two inputs, and by considering these two inputs, output it is generated in this area. In this area, the output it is generated one. Getting my point for this particular comparator or mixer network? Okay, now next. Then the transfer ratio or gain, the middle here in previous C here, whatever A I shown here, A, that is the block. Okay, now transfer ratio or gain. The symbol shown in the figure, first figure, right, A, it is shown in the first figure, represents the ratio of the output signal to the input signal of the basic amplifier. A, whatever it is shown here in that particular first figure, it represents the ratio of output signal to the input signal of a basic amplifier. Now, the transfer ratio V upon Vi is the voltage amplification or the voltage gain that is represented by AV. Similarly, the transfer ratio I upon I into, that means I small I is the current amplification or the current gain AI for the amplifier. The ratio I upon Vi of the basic amplifier is the transconductance GM, and the ratio V upon II is the trans resistance RM. These two are defined as the ratio of two signals. This is of two signals, current and the voltage respectively. These two, which are this GM and RM, transconductance and trans resistance, they are the representing the two ratio of the two signals, that may be current and voltage, that may be current or voltage. These two symbols, which one, GM and RM, does not represent an amplification in the usual sense of the word. Okay, remember that thing. Now, nevertheless, it is the convenient to refer to each of the four quantities. Which one? Current amplifier, voltage amplifier, transconductance, trans resistance. That is AV, AI, GM and RM as the transfer gain of the basic amplifier without feedback, and to use the symbol A to represent any one of the quantities. The symbol AF is the ratio of the output signal to the input signal of the amplifier and is called as the transfer gain of the amplifier with feedback. See, AF, because I already shown that IF and VF, which are considered through that particular feedback, it is representing the that particular gain AF. Okay, the output signal to the input signal of the amplifier, which is called as the transfer gain of the feedback amplifier. Okay, now this is the all about the how the feedback it is considered one, which blocks are considered in that feedback amplifier. Okay, and how they are operating by considering the four combinations, that means voltage, current, transconductance and trans resistance of the amplifier. That I just discussed. Now, what is the exact advantages of the negative feedback? When any increase in the output signal results in a feedback signal into the input in such a way as to cause the decrease in the output signal, the amplifier is set to the negative feedback. See, whenever there is a increase in that particular signal, it is happen at the output side, it is again fed to the through the feedback circuitry to the input, and by mixing again this resulting output signal it is generated, which is a, you can see that, decreased or controlled output signal. This is called as the negative feedback amplification. Right. Now, the usefulness of negative feedback lies in the fact that, in general, any of the four basic amplifier types may be improved by proper use of the negative feedback. Okay, whatever we are having the types of the four amplification concept, if we are implementing the negative feedback, then we can improve that particular amplification concept of that particular amplifier. Okay, the transfer gain AF of the amplifier with the feedback can be stabilized against the variation of the H or hybrid parameter of the transistor or the parameter of the other active device used in the amplifier. That means transfer gain of the feedback amplifier AF, it can be also improved one, stabilized one, right, by considering the parameters of the transistor or other parameters of the active devices. This is the, you can see that consideration in that particular thing. Now, second important advantage is that the significant improvement in the frequency response and in the linearity of operation of the feedback amplifier compared with that of a amplifier without feedback. Whenever you are considering the without amplifier or without feedback amplification, as compared to that, whatever you are getting the output response in consideration of the frequency response and the linearity, it is again you will get the improved one in the feedback amplifier concept, right? It will get the improved, you will get in that particular feedback amplifier. Okay, this is the, you can see that advantage. That means these are the major advantages which are considered in the by considering the negative feedback amplifier in that particular circuitry. So students, if you are having any doubts about this particular today's feedback concept topic, you can ask me anytime. Be in touch and study well. Okay, so this is the all about the feedback concept. Okay, thank you once again.